you're there again and I'm here again. Brilliant news. Welcome back to Cruise1st TV. Wonderful to have your company as always. Now, if you are looking for the very best cruise deals, look no further. And I would say, really good piece of advice for this show. Grab a pen and paper, and I know everyone says that, but you're really going to need it for this show because get ready for cruise planning for next year. I've got low deposits and fascinating no-fly trips from the UK. So while you go and grab your pad and find the pen that actually works in your house, let's spend a few seconds telling you about the wonderful team here at Cruise1st.
Here at Cruise1st, we've been sending British travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 20 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all the major cruise lines sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Okay, have you found the pen? Lipstick will probably do it. Or what do we have in our pockets that would be the equivalent? I don't know. You must have a crayon around or something. Make sure you've got some paper with us. Anyway, that video showed you all about us and who we are. And now to the incredible deals. Every one of these offers has a low deposit offer, so you can get them booked now, lock in the low price, and then do a small happy dance knowing that you've secured those needle in a haystack chances in plenty of time. Now, we're sailing with Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, P&O Cruises, Princess Cruises, and Carnival Cruise Line. So get ready for a roller coaster ride of the deals, starting with Royal Caribbean and a great cruise to get to know the cruise line with a 5-night sailing on their Independence of the Seas to Hamburg and Rotterdam for next October. Let's go and have a little look around. Of course, we're very, very excited because Independence of the Seas, you've probably seen adverts for it popping up on social media across the internet. There'll probably be adverts on the TV for it as well. The Independence of the Seas is doing a whole season with us next year in and out of Southampton. So a varying amount of durations on their cruises. They've got little weekend away cruises. This one, which is a nice 5-nighter at the end of the season before she heads off to America. We've also got a couple of exclusive special deals for her last cruise of the season as she says goodbye to Southampton and goes out to the States as well. We've got some really good exclusive offers on that. But this is really, really exciting because I don't feel like we've had Independence here for a good few years now, and she's an amazing ship, as all of the Royal Caribbean ships are. And what I would say is ultimately this is kind of your fun city really to be in. When you're on board with Royal Caribbean, you forget that you're anywhere near the UK. You just forget yourself because you go into this completely different world, which is the world of the cruise ship, and you get lost in the daily kind of rhythm of things that happen that you can kind of jump on and jump off as much as you want to in terms of the activities and the things going on right the way through your day. So you choose where you dine, you choose whether you go for the full slap-up meal or whether you just go to the Windjammer and just have something, just light and easy from the massive selection of hundreds of different dishes. In terms of the shows, you decide whether you're going to go to the karaoke, you're going to go and see some comedy, some live music, the main production show. You've got masses of choices. When it comes to your main production show on Independence of the Seas as well, next season, it's Grease the Musical. Yes, thank you. A full production show of Grease the Musical. And there's no ticket price. It's included in your cruise fare, which is absolutely brilliant. Nice little bonus. There's oodles of entertainment. There's lots of things to do inside. There's lots of things to do outside as well. Even though this is probably not going to be the greatest weather cruise, that really doesn't matter. It doesn't spoil your enjoyment at all because there is so much to do on the inside of the ship and so many different activities you can be doing. Whether it's just you two as a couple, whether it's the whole family, whether it's you and some friends, maybe you like to go away to like the Christmas markets or whatever at this time of the year or just a few days away. This is just the perfect cruise. And it's in and out of Southampton. So you just meet everybody down at Southampton and away you go. First days at sea, that's your kind of catching up, get together, sail away party on the first night, of course. Then your first port is Hamburg in Germany, beautiful city. Wonderful, charming city. Day at sea, and then you're into Holland's second city, which is Rotterdam. You can always take the train up to Amsterdam there if you fancy as well. And then you come back into Southampton 5 nights later. It's lovely. Now listen, This is one of those, as I say, it's either you take the great deal right now, or you ring round the family and say, do you fancy doing this? Nice few days away, get us all together, group of friends that you meet up with on a regular basis, rather than trying to make all the arrangements to get everybody in the same place at the same time. What you do is you just all say, right, 11th of October, meet you at Southampton. You won't miss the ship. She's quite some size, so you won't miss her. We'll meet you at the ship and we'll go on holiday together for 5 nights. Fantastic. Your deposit to get it booked today is just £75 each, and your price for the cruise, which is full board, remember, including your tickets to Greece the musical, £539. I mean, how good is that? 5 nights away. Your cruise is going somewhere as well. You've got 2 ports on there, Hamburg and Rotterdam, and you'll love it. And this 5-night cruise, by the way, there are other dates for it in July, August and October next year. Obviously the price varies by date, but that's the price with us right now for the 11th of October, and a deposit of just £75 each today. And don't forget that this ship is with us all the way through from May to October next year, doing no-fly cruises of various lengths in and out of Southampton. Let's look at the upgrade prices on this one as well, because if you've ever wanted to test out the cruise thing, maybe you've never done cruising before, maybe you've never done Royal Caribbean before, and you want to, see whether it can hook up with the school holidays and take the kids with you as well, because they've got the water parks, of course, they've got the kids clubs and so much more. Then you are going to absolutely love it. But you might then want to treat yourself to the balcony, for instance. Well, there are all your prices, your ocean view balcony and suite prices on Independence of the Seas. She's a fantastic ship. We have sent tens of thousands of people away over the years with Independence of the Seas, and I think it's going to be a bumper season, to be honest with you. A lot of people like the idea of sailing close to home, so in and out of Southampton, because wherever you're sailing to, it kind of feels like you're local. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing. So any questions about that, you want to investigate the prices on the other dates, just call our team. It's a free call. We're open 7 days a week, morning to evening, 7 days a week. You can call us on 0800 953 4700. And of course, all of our no-fly cruises are on that website as well at cruise1st.tv. Right. Okay, let's change cruise lines now for a bit of 5-star cruising with Celebrity for the 10th of May. And we're doing a Norwegian Fjords and Belgium 7-night cruise out of Southampton. And here's the ship, the Celebrity Apex, which is part of the Edge class. So if you've ever heard us talk about the Edge class on the shows and you fancy trying it, well, here's a chance to for a week in and out of Southampton. She's a beautiful ship. I've been on board myself, so I can say this from first-hand experience, that she's absolutely beautiful. I mean, everything about it just feels like an ultimate 5-star resort. It's so fresh, so modern, and I keep saying to people when it comes to celebrity cruises, and this is a little bit of a challenge for you as well if you decide to go on a celebrity cruise, try and work out what you would charge if you were a hotel offering what a celebrity cruise offered, how much you would charge per night if that was a hotel on land. And then compare that to the price that you're paying to enjoy all of these fabulous facilities. I mean, the dining, take as read that every single dining opportunity on board is like specialty dining. Even when you go to what they consider to be, and I don't even want to use the word buffet because it's such a different affair when you're on the celebrity ships. The food offering is just beautiful. And listen, I know we talk an awful lot about food and cruising. And it isn't the main feature, but it's got to be right. There's got to be a good choice. It's got to be good quality food. And it is, honestly, you'll have no worries with Celebrity whatsoever, because maybe you're doing the daily calorie count. You can continue to do that while you're cruising as well. I mean, I would say put the calorie counter away for 7 nights and have a holiday. But it's completely and utterly up to you. You love the spa on these ships as well. It's ridiculous. The huge menu of different treatments that you could treat yourself to is just incredible. The coffee shop on board. And I mentioned the coffee shop because you think, well, so what? It's a coffee shop. But you've got to see the cabinet of wonderful sweet treats that are there and see whether you can walk past them without stopping, admiring and saying, I've got to have one of those. in the evening, it's such a good time on these ships as well. It really is. You've got a massive array of different things to do. You've got great entertainment, you've got lounges, you've got live music, you've got a lively nightclub. It'll be busier than that, I promise. Right the way through to the wee small hours. They do live game shows in the nightclub during the day as well. So there's a constant kind of, different variations of things going on all day long. You can keep track of what's going on via the app as well. So let's set sail on the 10th of May, which is not that far away, out of Southampton, and you're going up to all of these unpronounceable places up in Norway, which are all the most gorgeous fjord lands. You've got Nordfjord, Flarm, which has the famous railway. We talk about that a lot. Make sure you take that on an excursion if you get the chance. Granger, which are these beautiful, beautiful deep valley fjords carved out by glaciers over millions of years, and you're sailing eye to eye with the most gorgeous, gorgeous scenery and going to these charming little places as well. And you call in to Zeebrugge, which is the port for Bruges in Belgium, which would be rather nice to do. That's a nice sort of touristy day, walking around the city as well and enjoying the chips. Deposit on this one is £150 per person, and on this offer we're also going to throw in free parking down at the port in Southampton while you're on your cruise, and the likelihood is that you'll park in that car park there and the ship will just be over there, which is brilliant. Oh, and for the packing on this one, if you're thinking, right, I haven't been on a cruise before, well, we've sorted out the parking for you, and so if you can get a couple of extra cases in the back of your car, you can take those couple of extra cases with you on your holiday. And if you go shopping when you're out and about, remember, you haven't got the airport weight limits because we're coming back into Southampton. So as long as it will go back in the car, you can buy it and take it. How good is that? Right, let's find out the price tag then, shall we? 5-star all the way. You will not believe, by the way, that what you have on offer in terms of just the beauty of the ship. Just the sheer beauty of the ship. You'll spend the first couple of days, I guarantee, just going, this is beautiful. It's amazing. Didn't even talk about the magic carpet and all the other things that go on board the Celebrity Apex. She's a relatively, last few years, new ship as well. Fantastic. And if you want to make this all inclusive as well, you can add a classic drinks package and Wi-Fi for £59 per person per day. So if you want to help the budgeting along even more and just lavish and enjoy that cruise, that's a way of doing that. If you want to upgrade, oh, check these out, actually very good upgrade prices. This is a scenic cruise as well. You are stopping at all of the ports, but to all intents and purposes, when you're cruising the fjords, and May is a perfect time to do it, because it's lovely, it's bright, it's fresh. All the waterfalls are in full flow and whatever, and you get some of the best scenery. But of course, no better scenery than sat out on your own balcony, enjoying a nice Americano first thing in the morning, to wake you up, breathe in the fresh fjordal air up there, visit all these cute little places, go on excursions, just wander your way around. So many things for you to do there. So that's your price there for your 7-night Celebrity Apex cruise on the 10th of May from £995 per person. Any questions whatsoever, just call the team 0800 953 4700. If you're getting down to Southampton some other way, by the way, and you want to stay over a night before you get the cruise, just talk to the team and we can arrange that for you as well. 0800 953 4700. We are looking at no-fly adventures for next year for cruises, and those little just nugget bargain deals that we've got for you. And that's why a show like this is never on the telly for long, because it'll be whipped off when these cruises are sold out, because they will be. 12th of May next, we're taking a cruise with P&O Cruises next, and it's adults only on Arcadia. Longer cruise this time, 18 nights, and we're going on a med adventure. So let's go and have a little look around Arcadia. Again, fantastic ship. P&O Cruises ships really they make their own introduction. It feels like we know them. We see the P&O Cruises advertising all over the place. We hear it on the radio, we see it on the TV. And it's quite nice to see around some of the areas of the ships as well. Fabulous, fabulous dining, really easy life on board. When you go shopping, when you buy a drink, whatever it might be, you're buying it in pounds on board. You don't need adapters in the cabins. You've got your tea and coffee facilities in the cabin. They just know what we love, P&O Cruises. and they provide really, really smart surroundings and great things, you know, not just regular entertainment, things like karaoke and game shows and other things going on in the evenings. This is why people love a P&O cruise. It's just brilliant for Brits. Here is where we go on our 18-night med adventure. So we go off across to Lisbon in Portugal, through Spain, through Italy, the port for Rome, Civitavecchia, Olbia as well, Casablanca and Tangiers in Morocco, really, really nice to explore, and some different ports we don't usually see on itineraries like Ferrol in Spain, beautiful areas to go and explore. 12th of May be a nice time to go and do that as well, because the weather of course is always going to be slightly better over in Portugal and Spain and Italy and Morocco than it is here, so some nice temperatures and even danger of seeing the sun as well, which will be rather nice. And bear in mind, all of those places that you're going to, you can shop till you drop, and of course then you can bring that back without having to think, oh blimey, I'm going to have to pay the excess baggage, because you can take more cases to start with if you want to. I mean, I think they do have a weight limit per case, but you can take more cases, which is even better. And of course, if you do pick up shopping and other bits and pieces when you're in the ports, then you can bring it back, no problem. Lovely to have a pub on a cruise ship like this, and they really make the pubs feel very homely and very like, you know, a little bolt hole to just go and enjoy some lovely time. If you like a nice cocktail, for instance, there's the Crow's Nest and other wonderful, wonderful bars where you can watch all the cocktails being mixed as you are there. And if you add the drinks package while you book your cruise as well, we'll discount the drinks package price by 10%, which is quite good to know. Now, deposits on this one start from just £169 per person, and your price tag for the whole 18-night cruise, and let me tell you, pound for pound, the value, again here, for the time of year, for the length of the cruise you're going here as well, 1669 is incredible. But of course that price won't last for long, because we're saying this on the telly and everyone's watching, and people know P&O as well. So there's lots of people who cruise very loyally with P&O. There is an extra appeal to some people as well, in so much as this is adults only on board. So a lovely, lovely time to dive into this med adventure. Here's your upgrade prices then for your 18-night cruise. Do you fancy this? It's nice, isn't it? It's a nice itinerary. There's a good amount of time between now and when you go, I think, as well. You know, because that's half the fun of going on a cruise like this, is knowing that you're going. You're looking forward to it. You're doing a little bit of extra homework. You can book your excursions in advance. You can book them on the ship. You know, you can do your research on the ports if you want to. You don't have to, though, because there's lots of information while you're on board, and a brilliant team who will talk to you about the place you go. And of course, every evening, there's like the daily, is it Horizons? Yeah, Horizons, the kind of daily newspaper is there in your stateroom every evening. That tells you where you're going to tomorrow and a little bit about that place. Always tells you all the shows that are on tomorrow, or the restaurants and when they're open, the cocktail of the day, all of that kind of stuff. It's brilliant. They make it so easy. This is why so many people choose to cruise, because you've got so many different things that you can be doing, and you only have to, and I know this is, I'm so old and so worn out, but I have to remind you that you just unpack once. To go to all of these different countries and places, you unpack once and then get on with your holiday for 18 nights, but dotting all these different cities and countries, and then just pack again at the end. How easy is that? Right, anyway, enough chit chat. We've got to move on to the next one now, and this time we're going away with Princess Cruises. 23rd of August, and we are taking a Scandinavian no-fly cruise over 7 nights. Now, your deposit on this one is just £50 per person. So attention as we board the Sky Princess. And the Princess cruise ships, as you know, are simply beautiful. I mean, they are stunning. They are a cruise line with a lot of experience under their belt, with a lot of fabulous itineraries to choose from. And you know what? They are very smart and very different in terms of what they offer on board. I mean, great fun for everyone. That's the thing. Everything's quite light-hearted and fun and relaxed on board. And you've got this lovely mix of, you know, outdoor activities, a little bit more relaxed, you know, maybe enjoying the sunshine. I'm guessing you're going to be here towards the end of August. Wherever you're going, you're going to be enjoying the sunshine, he says, fingers crossed. But then inside, you've got lovely, calming, relaxing spaces, lovely, fantastic restaurants, special occasions like the Chef's Table Lumiere, where maybe it's private dining for just a small amount of you, which is really, really nice, hosted by the executive chef. Listen, for you, it might just be grabbing some pizza. And that's the great thing. You've always got this flexibility of options of an evening. And when you eat as well, you can be super flexible with that. You're not confined to just the main dining slots. You can be super flexible, because remember, you've got the app with you as well. So that means you can book dining. You can actually see on their app as you're on the cruise, which you connect to for free when you're on board. You can see how busy a restaurant is in real time, because everyone wears one of these little chip coins, which gets you in and out of the stateroom and does a myriad of other different things for you. But it also shows the ship how busy or not the restaurants are. It's so clever, it really is. Also, that system works as a bit of a sat nav for finding other people in your party, because that can be a bit of a thing. You kind of said, okay, well, we'll meet at that bar at that time, and then someone gets waylaid or forgets or whatever, and then trying to find each other can be a bit of a thing sometimes. With this, you've kind of got inbuilt sat nav for your party, so you can find out where they are. And then you say, come on, we're meant to be at a show, or we're meant to be at Movies Under the Stars, which is a great experience to do as well. I think you're going to really, really enjoy a cruise with Princess. I can't even start going through the list of restaurants. There are so many, lots included, lots of speciality choices as well. But you are going to really, really enjoy it. And you'll love the itinerary as well. I think this is a very special itinerary. Very different itinerary as well, because you've got almost a little bit of fjords, and then you've got cities, and then we're going slightly more remote as well. So you've got a day at sea up to Kristiansand, which is Fjordland in Norway. Then you go across to Oslo, the capital. Then you go to the capital of Denmark, of course, to Copenhagen. And then you go out to Skagen, which is this little remote northerly tip of Denmark, and then come back into Southampton. So it's a little bit of a mishmash of a couple of different itineraries just into a cute 7 nights there. You deposit, if you like the idea of this one, it's just £50 each right now today, and your price for the cruise is here. And this is a quality cruise, let me tell you. With Princess Cruising, you are going to get the very, very best of everything. Amazing entertainment, a lovely ship, which is, very, very new as well in the cruising world. And you can lock that price in today with deposits of just £50 per person. So let's look at upgrade prices for this one then, for your 7-night cruise. Now, hello, Mr. Producer. Is that correct? I've used your full name rather than just Mr. P for a change. Is that balcony price correct? Have you made an error in your graphical wonders there? Or is it really £99 more only to go straight to balcony? Really? Yes, it's true. It's true. Okay, I almost want to take that $999 price away and just say, come on, $1,098. You're so close there. You're so close for a fabulous balcony at just £99 more. And remember, your deposit just £50 each today. It's incredible. And of course, very easy ways to make this all inclusive as well. Talk to the team, 0800 953 4700. There's food for thought, but I have to move on to another one. Slightly longer cruise, this one, and this is the final one actually. Iceland and the British Isles over 12 nights, going on the 18th of May with Carnival Cruise Line, who we don't see often out of the UK. And this time we are cruising from Vera Lynn's favourite place, from the White Cliffs of Dover. Here she is, the Carnival legend. It's fun, fun, fun all the way with Carnival. This footage will just give us an idea of life on board with Carnival, and it really is great fun. As I say, take up this opportunity. Carnival Cruise Line, of course, or the Carnival Corporation that own Carnival Cruise Line, biggest cruise company in the world. So they really know how to do fun cruises. It's a great atmosphere on board. Everything's very bright. It's very colourful. It's an American cruise line, so you really feel that personality coming at you from the service. There's music everywhere. There's something lively going on the whole time. Kids will absolutely love this. If it falls within, if it can work for you with the kids, brilliant. They'll have an ace time with this. But if it's just you two disappearing just for a little quiet break, remember there are little quiet bolt holes on these ships as well where you can completely and utterly escape. They've got a little adults only retreat called Serenity included in the price, massive lounges and cabanas and whatever, no music, just peace, quiet, tranquility. And a chance to really relax. You'll have great parties on board. There'll be spontaneous things that just happen up on deck, midway through the cruise, and you'll be like, hey, what's going on there? I mean, I've been on a Carnival cruise and then suddenly this huge, and I do mean huge, block of ice has just arrived on a big, pallet, and then one of the experienced chefs has just carved this massive sculpture out of ice. And then another day, just suddenly there'll be a party and everyone will be congering around the top deck. It's brilliant, honestly. You will love it. Of an evening, again, it really comes to life because all the bars and lounges have different personalities. So you've got more quiet, reserved, kind of sophisticated lounges, and then you've got the real fun with the live music, Blue Iguana and places like that. Same with the dining as well. So much personality in the dining and lots of specialty restaurants, but included are things like Guy's Burger Joint up on the pool deck, which is open all day and included, which is great. Blue Iguana Cantina as well, Mexican flavors. Honestly, you are going to love it. 12 nights is not going to be enough, and this is cruising for all ages as well, by the way. Don't think you need to be, of a certain age bracket at all to enjoy a Carnival cruise. You are going to all have a great time. So get yourself down to Dover. I would suggest maybe have a couple of nights down in Kent. Lovely, enjoy the seaside, enjoy the area, and then we'll sail away from the White Cliffs and off we go for 12 nights. First port into Belfast in Northern Ireland, and then we head up to Iceland, to all of those places you can't pronounce, and Reykjavik, which is wonderful. Reykjavik, of course, is where it's been very geothermal lately. Of course, there's been lots going on up there. And then we call into the Orkney Islands in Kirkwall on our way back to Dover. You've got a nice few sea days there, and the ports in Iceland all offer something different as well. Polar experiences, glaciers, all kinds of things going on up there. What a wonderful cruise. What a wonderful cruise. And your deposit today on this one is just £249 per person. Price tag on this is exceptional as well. I was really surprised, actually. Look at that. Biggest cruise line in the world. We rarely see the Carnival cruise ships in the UK. This is one of the very, very few chances. £999 per person, which is absolutely brilliant for a 12-night cruise. If you want to upgrade your stateroom, we'll have a quick look at the prices for Ocean View and for balcony as well. I can tell you right now, you will spend next to no time in your accommodation. It's wonderful. It's got everything you need, whether you go inside Ocean View, balcony, or go right up to the suite. You will spend most time on your Carnival cruise doing. In fact, you'll be doing so much, you'll take extra trips back to your stateroom, and it'll be for a quick siesta. Get your head down for an hour in the afternoon. If it's a busy day and there's lots going on, you are going to have just the most brilliant time with Carnival. They've got such an amazing reputation. And of course, their ships cruise all the way around the world. So we deal with every single cruise line and every single cruise ship that Carnival have on all of their itineraries around the world. You can search them all on our website at cruise1st.tv. But if you like the idea of that, and sailing in and out of the UK as well, which is quite handy, which means that if you are shopping and souvenir hunting along the way, you can bring it all back without any worries whatsoever. Talk to us about port parking as well if you need help with that. We can point you in the right direction. And that, my friends, is my job done for this show. But remember, Cruise1st TV, Sky 681 all day long, every day, right the way through to 10 p.m. at night. 24 hours a day on our YouTube and on our website as well, and now on Freeview channel 89 in the afternoons between 1 and 4 with our friends at Shop on TV. In the meantime, thank you so much for your company, and if our team can help you with any cruise bookings whatsoever, remember we are the #1 for you to get the best deals. 0800 953 4700. Thanks for your company. Have a brilliant rest of your day and get booking those deals.